Vậy đó. Bonds. I'll explain now. What is about bonds? Not James Bond, huh? Bonds means not James Bond, please, huh? Not the 007, huh? Wait. You don't know what is James Bond, huh? Oh my god. Okay. You're really living in the earth, right? You're really living in or different universe. Carefully.
What's that?
Movie lah. James Bond movie you don't know, ah? Wait. Okay. I think everyone knows what is loan lah. Okay. So what is this bonds about? Do you learn this in accounts? No. Haven't yet. Okay. Now, bonds is something similar to what? Something similar to share. Something similar only, not exactly the same. Something similar to share. Listen very carefully what is bonds, so when you go for the accounts or some other subjects, you know what is bonds about. Okay. Now, bonds is just a paper, okay, and they will write there all the details about the bonds, okay, and the value starts from 100 minimum standard, okay, or we call it as what? par value. Okay, the 100 that I'm trying to mention here is standardized around the world. You go anywhere also it is 100. So that's why you can look at the formula here, 100. And I never put here RM or dollar or pounds. It can be anything. It follows the country. You go to UK, it's 100 pounds. You go to US, it's $100. Malaysia is 100 ringgit. But it has to start from what? 100. The par value must be 100. Fixed. But how much the company want to sell to the public is depends. You want to sell it lesser also can, or you want to sell it higher also can. But normally what? Higher law. Okay. You normally will sell it higher. But what's the difference here? Very simple. Example. A company, okay, sell bond to who? Public. Okay, and this bond is maybe, for example, RM 120, 1 unit. Okay, 1 unit, they call unit. Okay, so you sell 1 unit, example, and the public buy. Okay, public buy. So what's the profit for the public? Example, normally when they sell bond, they call maturity date. Okay, there is a maturity date. So you sell the bond in what? 2019. Maturity date is 2025. And the maturity date, they will put it there. They will buy back. Okay, buy back the bond for maybe, for example, RM what? 150. Example. Who will buy back? Company will buy back from the who? From the public. Okay. So when you sell for 120 to the public. Public buy now. Okay. What's the benefit for me? I'm a company or the public. I'm selling bonds to you. What's the benefit for me? Why I sell bond? For fun. For fun I'm selling bond. What's the benefit? Capital. Please put it down. I sell bond, I'm getting my capital for my what? Investment. Is another way to collect capital. Rather than taking loan or you come up with your own pocket money, you sell what? Bond. Okay? Do you get it? Now it's a basic here. There's so many other type of what? Capital you can collect. Bond is another one. So, why you sell bond? For capital purpose. Remember. For capital. So what's the benefit for public? That when the company buy back the bond for 150, how much the profit? 30 lo. For 1 unit, you get 30. That's it. Okay. So bond, in other words, what is maturity date? Expire date. Bond by expire date. Okay. 2019 you sell. 2025 expired. When expired, company has to buy back. So who's put the date? The company normally put the date lah. Expired date. Okay. So when expired comes, you have to buy back. Must. That's the rule of the bonds. Are you okay, guys? Understand? Clear about bonds? That's about bonds. Simple. Okay. So if you buy bonds, can you become so owner? No, nothing. No such thing. Okay. So that's called bonds. Okay. And sometimes, listen, sometimes from 2019 to 2025, in between you will get interest depending on the company agreement lah. What they put in the agreement here. Okay, agreement in the paper. Okay, so in between you might get some interest also. Apart from this 30 ringgit, you also will get some interest, example. But the interest is very what? Less. Because you already have the 30 ringgit ma. End of the day. Interest is just something like what? Extra that you will get. Are we okay, guys? Clear? The interest is compulsory or not? No, depends on the company agreement. Okay? Now, let's start. Look at question number... No, 3 is later your classwork. Yes. Look at question number 4. Yeah? It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Can we start? Are you ready? Now, look at that. An investor invests 50,000. So, this is investment value. In other words, that is your sum invested. Okay, that is your sum invested. 5% is the rate. Now, what is this about 80 here, class? This is the price. In other words, purchase price. Okay, purchase price. Now, what's the requirement here? How much stock bought? Now, when they say how much stock bought, they want you to calculate how much your total what? Par value. Total par value. Okay. Now, I already gave you the formula, right? Remember just now? Look at the formula for A to calculate the par value. In other words, it's the total par value here. So you take your sum invested times what? 100 over price. Okay. Now, so my sum invested is 50,000 times 100 over what? 80. So check. You should able to get 62,500. Okay. B. They want you to calculate the interest rate times par value times, be careful, number of years. This one also always student will make a mistake. They will go and put number of shares. They get confused with dividend. So be careful when you write the formula in the exam. So rate is how much? 5%. Par value, this is your par value comes here. That's your par value, 62,500 times how many years? Did it tell you the year or not? If they never tell you how many years? 1 year. Please put 1 year there. So that you should able to get 3125. C. What do you want in the C? They want the yield. Yield means interest yield. So you take your interest divided by what? Sum invested times 100. So interest, we already have it, 3125. Sum invested, we already have it, so no need to worry about that. 50,000. So how much you get? 6.25. Check. So stock is a bit easier than calculating on the dividend of the shares. Quite straightforward lah. Okay. So can you try question number 3 now? Try question number 3. Try the part A first. I think B and C I'll do it for you. Try the A first. I forget one part here. Forget the times 3 years. So you should get 13,100. Yeah. So that's about A. I think most of you already done the A, no problem. B. B is a problem, something new. Look at that. Total profit received. They want total profit. Class, what's the formula for total profit? Dividend plus what? Profit from the sales of shares. Now, and then you have to do breakdown for profit from the sales of shares. Okay, do the breakdown for this. Profit from the sales of shares, which is what? What's the formula? You take your selling price minus what? Purchase price times with number of shares. So that will give you the profit, right? So what do you do, guys? You can do it one by one also can, or you want to do it one shot also can, but let me do it one by one, easier. Okay, so for your ordinary shares, how much your selling price? Go back to the question. How much your selling price? Look at that. Preference shares and ordinary share were sold 0.85 and what? 1.9. Be careful, this is for preference share, this is for what? Ordinary share. Follow the sequence law. Okay, so you sold the ordinary share for 1.9 and then you purchase the ordinary share for what? 1.4. Okay, so comes here 1.9 minus what? 1.4. Selling price minus purchase price times how many thousand shares? 20,000 shares. So check. So you should be able to get profit lah. So you should be able to get 10,000. And then do the same thing for preference as well. Preference you sell for 0.85, purchase is 0.7. So 0.85 minus 0.7 times with how many thousand shares? 50,000 shares. So you get 7,500. Check. Then you find your total profit. So total profit, what do? You take the dividend. Your dividend is 13,100 plus 10,000 plus 7,500. So that will give you the total profit. So that will give you 30,600. Are we okay, guys? Check. All of you get the same? Okay, next C. So in your part C, what they want? Look at that. Total profit as a percentage of total investment is actually what they want here, is actually total profit what? Yield. Okay, total profit yield. That is the one they want. So let's start. They want the total profit yield. So you take your total profit divided by what? Sum invested times 100. So your sum invested formula is purchase price times with what? Number of shares. So total profit we already have 30,600, correct? Now you need to calculate for sum invested. So you start with ordinary shares. Ordinary shares is 1.4 times with what? 20,000 plus 0.7 times with what? 50,000. Then it times what? 100. How much you get? So this is for your ordinary share. This is for your preference share. And you should able to get 48.57. Are we okay, guys? Okay? Okay, let's take a break. Then we come back and continue the rest of the exercise.